Mellow.
Please step out.
Yo, check it out. This Shalal Raekwon right here, chilling with my man DJ Mellow all day, every day. Love you, my nigga. Keep representing that real hip hop. You know what it is. On up. And I'm glad everybody came. Like I never even had a show out like this before. You know what I mean? It mean a lot. Y'all niggas know I've been in the game for 16, 17 joints.
Yeah.
I gets this died, baby. But that ain't got nothing to do with rap. I love y'all for coming out for me, you know what I mean?
How everybody know how we do this? Everybody came up, he gonna sit down, shoot the questions, and after that, you know what I mean, you're gonna try to knock out as many drops as you can, and we're gonna keep it moving. That's what it is.
Respect, y'all, no doubt, man. Thanks for y'all ears, you know?
So everybody came up now.
I wish we was in the illest studio right now.
I'm ready for question one.
No, you know what I mean?
We just gonna go around the room. We want to set it off. And what is the question one? Yes, sir, we ready for you. The rock and roll record.
Okay.
How did that come to be?
That record right there was produced by a West Coast cat named DJ Khalil. I worked with him before on one of my albums, and the nigga was dope, man. I mean, you know, he just came with a sound that I felt was like new and improved. And you know me, I like to challenge all different kinds of beats and shit. But he came with something that was serious, and I needed that shit right there, though. You know what I mean? But I just felt like it was a new sound. You know what I mean? You know, it was definitely hard. You know what I mean? And at the same time, you know, I have a big white fan base that I feel that love rock and roll. Shout out to all my white boys, white girls that love me. So I want to have something that could represent hip hop and represent rock and roll at the same time.
As far as the featuring on it, did you come about like I got Jim Jones, I want Jim Jones on it, or?
Yeah, I felt that he would rock that though. You know what I mean?
So this just
I felt he was that type of nigga. Yeah. You know, when I listen to a lot of shit, you know what I mean? I kind of like vision who I think may sound good on it. You know what I mean? And he just definitely fit the page and shit. And I definitely wanted him on it. Called him up, said, yo, Jim, I got something with your fingerprints on it. And he was down for the get down.
Good luck on the album.
Thank you, bro. No
Definitely
doubt.
a banger.
Thank you, my nigga. No doubt.
Next question.
All right.
Right here.
Dad.
Yo, I know this wasn't a track from the RZA on it, but you still kept that Wu-Tang sound. How you maintain that?
I mean, you know, we all been a family for so long. It's like I kind of like already know what I feel is our sound. You know what I mean? And RZA, he was busy. You know what I mean? Number one, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. He didn't even really like the name. You know what I mean? Just the name alone kind of like made him feel like a little weight. But at the end of the day, he supported me with the project. He wished me the best. But he was doing a lot of things. So I just felt like at the end of the day, I know enough to know how to move and handle an album. And, you know, he was just there backing me up far as with the love. I didn't want him involved with it because his heart wasn't there, you know what I mean? He was doing other things, so it was like, yo, you know what? It's still all good, though, but I'm gonna move on and carry the shit.
You kept that classic Wu-Tang vibe, though. You know what I mean? It's something that's still like now, that's like still relevant. Like it's just like yesterday. You know what I mean?
Yeah, my nigga.
That's real.
I mean, you know, at the end of the day, when I was dealing with these producers, I was letting them know that we gotta recapture that Wu sound. So everybody was basically just really following where I wanted to go. And you know, like I said, not only being a artist, I still had to play that A&R role and talk to all the producers that I was dealing with and let them know what I wanted to do. So they definitely was like, you know what I mean, really, really down with me on this one.
It's hard, baby. The hardest album I heard so far, man.
Thank you, my nigga. Thank you.
Hold on, I got a question. Why Shaolin versus Wu-Tang? What's the science behind that?
I mean, it sound mean for like our catalogs. You know, when you think of Shaolin versus Wu-Tang, it's like I be feeling like we be having these little fights amongst each other anyway. So the title was just perfect. I felt that it would really capture the eyes of the real diehard Wu fans, and at the same time I wanted to represent the Wu fans at the same time. I just felt the title was mean, and you know, it's discipline fighting ego. You know what I mean? Shaolin is the discipline side, is the militant side, the streets where I come from, Staten Island. You know what I mean? I was a hip hop nigga before anything, so that's the land. That's what it's all about first and foremost. Wu-Tang was something that I was able to, you know, come together as a member and get on and represent that. And you know, Wu-Tang is flamboyant, flashy, you know what I mean? We wild individuals, so it's mentals fighting the other side. You know,
heavy.
Good fighting bad. You know what I mean? Wu-Tang is bad side and show them that love. You know what I mean? So definitely we're gonna be doing a lot of touring though.
When are you
They got the big camera, big Arsenio Hall light in my eyes. What's going on, man? You got to turn that off.
Spotlight, baby.
Shit is awesome.
She got enough light in here. They ain't in the club.
Shit fuck me up.
I got a question over here, man.
Talk to me, my nigga.
Yo, fam, first of all, what do you know about Bob Dylan?
Bob Dylan.
I heard Bob Dylan. I heard Bob Dylan mentioned. I heard the Grateful Dead. What kind of influence has music from the '60s and '70s and even right now? Like, what's on your iPod, basically?
All my shit is OG shit, old school fly shit. But yeah, I'm up on the dude. I mean, you know, number one, he definitely had a lot to do with a lot of, you know, hardcore rock music. I mean, just music in general. Like, you know, I listen to everything. I ain't just stuck on rap. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of times, old school music from the early 70s and 80s kind of like influenced me to write. So, you know, when you see us flash back to certain things like that, it's only because that shit, you know what I mean, that's what I grew up on. That shit fuels me right there. Like, I might go in the studio and write some rhymes, but just got to finish listening to the Whispers or something, you know what I mean? I'm one of them niggas. I'll be in the car
Teach
just
the babies.
Cooling out, but then I'll go in there and get my energy off of shit like that, though. You know, they like that type of music. And at the end of the day, yo, I salute everybody, you know what I mean? But I just don't feel like everybody tries to make a body of work and make it significant to what they want to do. It's like, you know, you give a nigga 1 or 2 records and then he out of there. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't hear a really great album in a while since my man Kanye West shit. And I ain't saying that because he popping. I'm just saying, as far as his creativity, as far as moving ahead, like, he's really been, you know what I mean, keeping it moving, though. A lot of other cats is like, your videos is hot, but you listen to the album, you get tired after the 3rd joint. Like, you don't really want to hear too much. But you respect their videos. You respect what they're doing, you know what I mean? But that's just my opinion, you know what I mean?
How was it working with Kanye West?
Oh,
I heard
Kanye?
he's a scientist in the studio.
Suit on and all that, you know what I mean? Tuxedos on and all that shit. In the spot. He's a good dude, you know what I mean? He's a good dude.
What do you call that?
They was clean as hell in there, you know what I mean? And you know, like I said, overall, he's a good artist. You know, he respects hip hop and, you know what I mean, he's creative.
Yeah.
And that's what I like about him. It's like, you know, he goes in there, he challenges himself. You know, we already know that a lot of the music that he was dealing with, you know what I mean? He'll tell you in a minute, yo, I'm influenced by cats like yourself, the Wu, you know what I mean? And that makes me feel good because it's like at the end of the day, at least he's trying to do something different. You know what I mean? Me personally, I get tired of hearing the same shit come out of everybody's mouth as far as, it's like you almost could read what a person gonna say. You know what I mean? But he definitely was one that stood out this year. I was definitely one of the brothers that had an opportunity to listen to it ahead of time, and I co-signed it when they asked me. They was like, yo, how you feel about it? I'm like, honestly, that shit is hard. I like it. And, you know, he did his thing, though. So, shout out, Ye. We're going to be working soon.
I hear you niggas talking, man, but they say money talks. So y'all niggas ain't talking enough, man. You know. J.O. Draft pick. On my calls, I start them up with one button I gotta touch. If they talking drama, want a problem, I ain't riding rough. And we got our llamas up. Go ahead, nigga, try your luck. Have my niggas shoot you down right after they line you up. Tie you up. Throw your ass inside the trunk. Leave you in the woods, that ain't good, man. They will find you slump. My ladies are designing up. Princess like my diamond cousin. If they on a period, ain't fucking and they got a sub. My top back, that's how I did it on them. I treat my cars like bitches the way I switch up on them.